Yeah, I fought in front of Mike Tyson.
I remember I was young. I know what it's like to be when you got to fight so hard because you felt deep in your heart that you were behind and you had to win that round. That's a horrible feeling to have. You know, that's a horrible feeling to have to fight under. So you have to remember never to ever put yourself in that position, because you put yourself in that position. Don't put yourself in that position, you know what I mean, by accident. Don't be in there on purpose, you know. Don't put that, actually, this is where I'm going to put myself in. But I know that after every fight is a learning experience. I'm sure you're going to critique yourself later when you watch the tapes and stuff, you know. And every win, regardless of good or bad win, it gives you more confidence, you know. More confident.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
More confident.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
What he did today, that was fighting today, because fighting is endurance. A guy knocking a guy out in 10 seconds, that's not fighting. That's beating him to the punch. You know what I mean? But when you're putting in that time and you guys are fighting, you're thinking, and you're in, like in the last round, what you really were, you were desperate the last round and you wanted to win. Never feel desperate because you make mistakes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever make mistakes. Always feel you're ahead and always just do your job. It's concentrate on what you're doing and never just let your feelings get involved. You know, they say never let your feelings get involved, but I'm so emotional. You know what I mean? That's just who I am. I'm an emotional guy, and that's just where I get my passion from. What I've learned late in life that you could change your mind or your life whenever you want to. You could turn into a jerk today. You say, well, I'm gonna be a jerk for the rest of my life. We're all fighters here, but we fight for a living, but that's not who we are. We're playboys, we're gangsters, we're tough guys. We could be whatever we want now. We got money. We could do that. Fighting is a sport. If you're not humble, it's gonna bring humbleness to you. That's why fighting is fun. You know, fighting's not fun when you're getting hit all the time. You know, fighting's fun when you're hitting somebody and you're not getting hit. You know, and it's always about being elusive, because then no one's gonna fight. You know what I mean? Then the toughest guy wins. The guy with the most balls wins, and that's not fighting. The whole name of the game is never getting discouraged. Definitely in the fight business, it's life. Fight is the greatest implement of life, because it's constant. You constantly have a fight. It's always another battle, you know? So you always have to be prepared, just like in life. That's why people relate to fighting so much, because fighting reflects life. Fighting is very spiritual. Fighting has nothing to do with where you came from. And if you're gay or straight or what, fighting is spiritual. There's some guys, you see some guys, these old Jewish maggots, they have it in their spirit. You know, they just don't have the skill, but they have it in their spirit. And somebody teach them the skill, and it doesn't have to be fighting. It could be a mathematician. It could be a nuclear science. It could be all that, but it's just the fighting spirit. The martial arts is constantly self-improvement. That's what the martial arts is, basically. Self-improvement. The martial arts is not fighting. Martial arts is fighting without fighting. You know what I mean? So it's self-improvement. We all got fights right now. We probably won fights. I've won millions of dollars, but I gotta go home to some other problem. Somebody died, or somebody have to take care of them and stuff because they can't take care of them. I've been taking care of them all their life. You know, we all have struggles in life, but we have to continue to fight.